guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to set up this new loan software. Okay, so now a lot of you have been asking for a loan script, a lot of you have been asking for a loan software that you could also use for your business, and voila, we have that for you right here right now. Okay, so I'm going to be taking you through the full process. I'm going to be taking you through the front end, the user dashboard, the admin dashboard, and then lastly how to set it up on your own system. Okay, so now first, this is the front end. You can see the pictures, the write-ups, everything is perfectly done. The color, everything just blends so perfectly well. Okay, so now basically you do not really need to do much. You just need to like change your logo, and that is all you need to do. Now if you're a programmer, the template is actually very easy for you to edit because it's an HTML template, so it's very easy for you to edit. And if you're not a programmer, you can also use this front end. You don't need to stress yourself trying to change the front end or anything because this one is already good to go. Okay, so now you can see there's the about us page, there's the services, and there's the contact us page, and all details have been perfectly and beautifully done. Okay, so now we're going to go straight into the user dashboard. We're going to go straight into the user dashboard, and I'm going to show you how the user gets to apply for a loan, how they pay back their loans, and all the intricacies of this software. Okay, so now we're going to start straight from the user dashboard first. Okay, I'm going to start from the user dashboard. Now you see this is the user's dashboard. You can see this user does not have an account number yet, no account type and all that, so the user needs to fill in these details also. Now you see you have loan ID. Now this is the loan that the user has taken and their upcoming payment, that he needs to make payments for this loan. Now this is already due, and this is going to be due on the 10th, that is tomorrow. Now this first loan was already due on the 23rd of April. Okay, so now it's due. You can see the status shows that it's due, amounts to pay, and the user can choose to pay now. Okay, the user can choose to pay now. You also see recent transactions and all that. So now let's go to my loans. I'm going to show you how the user gets to apply for a loan. I'm going to show you how the user gets to apply for a loan. Now you see all these are loans that the user has applied for. Now these loans have been approved, but these ones are still pending from the user side. Okay, that's from the admin side, sorry. So the admin is yet to approve these particular loans. Okay, so now as a user, all I have to do is come here, click on apply loan. Perfect. I click on apply loan, and I can choose the loan product. Now loan product is more like the type of loan. Now this is what the admin gets to do from their end. Okay, so the admin can say okay, mortgages, and then put in all the details, the interest rates and everything for that type of loan. So if a user says that's the loan they are going for, they get to pay based on the interest of the loan that the admin has already set up from his end. Okay, so now the only one we have currently is school fees. Now I'm going to set up another one, and I'm going to show you when we're going through the admin dashboard. Okay, so now this is school fees. This is I'm going to select the currency I want to take the loan in. So let's say I want it in USD. The amount, when is the first payment date? Okay, let's say on the 11th. Apply amount. How much do I really need? So let's say 70,000. Attachment is show me proof of this loan. Like say I'm taking this for school fees. I need to show, like, let's say like a bill or something that proves that I'm actually taking this loan for the school fees. Okay, so I'm just going to upload a picture here, and then I can put in any description. I need this for my fees, remarks. Okay, let's say please help me. So okay, so you can actually fill in anything you want, and you click on submit application, and you are good to go. Okay, so now all I have to do is wait for the admin to actually approve my loan. Now it's showing pending. This is the amount, and this is the payable. This is how much I'm supposed to pay back. It's a lot, but this is what the admin actually sets up for school fees payments. Okay, so the interest rate is like 100%. You get. So we're going to set up other payment. We're going to set up other loan products, and I'm going to also show you how you can set up the interest rate to be any amount you want it to be. Okay, so now that's how you apply for loan. You also have loan calculator. Okay, so you can calculate if you are taking a loan of so and so amount, and this is the interest rate, how much is the rate, how much am I going to pay back, what is the payable. So that is what is the loan calculator. Okay, so we're going to go to transfer money. Now transfer money, do you want to transfer money to a different account, or do you want to transfer money to your own account? Okay, so that is doable. So we're going to come here, let's say debit. Okay, this user does not have an account, so let's go and get this user an account. Okay, so now I'm going to go to transfer money. Okay, transfer money, this is when the user can actually send money to a different account. Okay, so the user can actually, it's like a bank. Okay, so the user can actually send money from his own account to a different account. Or also, if the user has two accounts in this system, can transfer money from one account to the next. Okay, so there's actually interbank transfer and intrabank transfer also. Okay, so now we're going to select debit account, that's this account. We're going to put in the account number we want to send the money to right there, and then let's say we want to send 4,000. Okay, let's say 4,000. And the notes, well, let's say for food, and we're going to click on. So up next, you can see loan calculator. Now, loan calculator, this is how the user gets to calculate. Let's say I want to take a loan for 5,000, and I want to see what is the rate going to be like. Like what amount? How much am I going to be paying if I'm taking a loan of 5,000 and the interest rate is 9? Let's say what kind of interest am I paying? Is it going to be mortgage, amortization? Is it reducing amount? Is it a one-time payment? Is it a flat rate, or is it a fixed rate? Now let's go for a fixed rate, and let's say I'm going for 2 terms. We're going to select, let's say, daily. I'm going to put in the first payment date, and let's say late payment fee should just be 70. Late payments penalty is going to be 70%. You see, now you can see on the 2 days that I'm going to be paying, they're going to pay me 2.5 and you're going to pay me 2.5 on 2 separate days. Now interest rate is 4.5 and penalty for late payment is 3.5. Okay, the penalty for late payment is 3.5. So how much am I supposed to pay back? You see, so this is how much I'm supposed to pay back. So if I pay this back, I still have this to pay, and then I'm good to go. So I don't know if you understand the whole idea of a loan calculator. So loan calculator is helping the user to calculate, if I want to take so and so amount at this rate and at this time and all that, how much do I get to pay? So this calculator helps the user to calculate how much they are going to be paying if they take a specific amount for loan. Okay, so that is just there for the user. Then you also have transfer money. Now transfer money allows the user to transfer money either to their own account. Let's say the user has 2 accounts in this system, so they can transfer money from one account that they have to the other accounts that they have, or they can transfer money to other accounts in the system. So mind you, this is not a bank, so you cannot transfer money to an external account. So the account you are transferring to must be an account in the system. Okay, so that is how this works. So that is how own account and other account transfer works. Okay, now also we also have deposits, deposit money. Now let's say the user wants to deposit money, maybe to pay back loan or something. Okay, so you can see there are different deposit methods. Now all these methods can be set up from the user, from the admin dashboard. So from the admin dashboard, you have automatic payments, you have manual payments also. Okay, now you can see Vogue Pay, Molly, coin payments, and instant module. So whatever the admin sets up, that is what the user gets to see here. Now you also have manual deposits. Now you also have manual deposit, but currently the admin has not set up any manual deposit, so this is going to be blank for now. Now we're going to check out withdraw money. Now the user wants to withdraw money from their accounts that they have deposited. Okay, now withdrawal method. So also we have withdrawal method. So now the admin also needs to set up the withdrawal method from their admin dashboard. Okay, so now accounts verification. Now this is very, very important. Now account verification is like your KYC. Now account verification allows you to get certain documents from your user, like let's say driver's license, passport, national ID. You get, so all these documents that you need for KYC for your user, this is where they upload it through. Okay, so now you can actually select, let's say I want to upload my passport, so I'm just going to come here, I'm going to drop a picture. When this is the front and this is the back. Okay, so I'm just going to drop that and I'm going to verify my account. Okay, perfect. So now it's waiting for the admin to actually approve it from the admin dashboard. Okay, so now we're going to do that also. Then also transaction request. So now transaction request, this is where all your deposit requests, let's say I try to make a deposit, the admin has not approved it yet, this is where it's going to show up. Okay, So I have deposit request, I have withdrawal request. So any deposit or any withdrawal that I try to do is going to show up under my transaction request, okay? And then also I have reports. Now reports will show me my account statements, will show me my transaction reports, and also my account balance, okay? And also my account balance. Now you see the admin approved of this particular loan, so I have it in my current account balance. So I can actually use this, I can withdraw this from my account balance and use it for the loan for my school fees, okay? Now also if you come here, you can see membership details, profile settings, and change passports, okay? So now let's check out membership details. Now membership details, this is all the details about the user. These are the details that the user gets to fill in when they are registering on the account, okay? So you can see my membership number, you can see my name, my first name, my last name. I have no business name. You can see my branch, okay? So I registered on the main branch of the bank, okay? You can see my email, my mobile number, my gender, city, state, zip, address, and my credit source. Is it a business? Is it salary? Is it allowance? So I get to fill all that up when I am registering as a user, okay? So now we're done with the user dashboard. We're going to go straight into the admin dashboard. I'm going to show you the admin dashboard and how the admin gets to control everything concerning the user dashboard, everything concerning the website as a whole, okay? So stay with me. Okay, now so this is the admin dashboard, okay? This is the admin dashboard. You get to see a total review of the full website, okay? So you see the total members that you have, you see your total request, your withdrawal request, and your pending loans, okay? So it's all right here. Now you can see this is a recent transaction. This is a loan that was just approved, and we saw this from the user's dashboard also. So now we're going to go to branches. Now what is branches? Branches is like your bank branch, your different bank branches that you have in different locations, okay? So now we have the main branch. You can decide to not have any branch, and you know you have just the main branch, or you can decide to have different branches in different states. All you have to do is come here and you add them up, okay? So you come here, you add them up, you call the name of the bank. What's the branch? Let's say this branch is Vidmore, okay? Vindom, that's the name of that branch. You put in the branch email that you want them to have. So let's say Lendom, okay, Lendom, okay, contact info, you put in your contact info, address, you put in your address, and that is that. This is a new branch. You see? So you can actually put all this in. So when the user is registering, they can choose to register either on the main branch or on the on any of the branches that you have actually selected, any of the branches that you've actually added up from the admin dashboard, okay? So now that is all for branches. Now members, you see all your members, you can add members, you can also see members requests. That's people that have tried to register, okay? So people that are trying to register, the admin has to approve their registration before they can actually be. So for people that have actually registered, the admin needs to approve their registration before they can be a member of that company, a member of that loan business, okay? So before they can become a member, before they can become a registered user of that business, the admin needs to approve it when they register, okay? So now currently I have two members. I have this and I have this, okay? First name Peter, first name Bright. So I have two members here. Now I can choose to view the members, the details of these particular members, okay? Now I can see all their details and everything. I can see all their details and everything right here. I can also see account overview, okay? How much they have in their accounts. Perfect. Transaction, what's as transaction that's been taken out, okay? Let's see credits, okay? Perfect. You can see loans. This is the loans that are pending from this particular user. You can see these ones have been approved, these ones have been approved, but the others have not yet been approved. You can also see KYC documents. So KYC documents are the documents that the user uploads for the admin to see. So it could be, like I said, your driver's license, your passport, your national ID, whatever document the person is uploading, okay? And they can upload as many documents as the admin wants them to upload. So any amounts they want, you can just be uploading documents. It's all there. Okay, so they can upload like a passport, upload the national ID, upload the driver's license. So admin can ask them to upload all three before you allow them carry out any transaction, before you allow them give them a loan, credit their accounts with a loan. Okay, so now up next, let's see how we can edit and verify each document. Now you see this is the document that was uploaded. Now this is not verified, so I can choose to verify it and I'll update this. Perfect. Now I can also send a mail. I can also send a mail to a user, put in the details, put in all that. I can also send an SMS also. So from the admin dashboard, from the settings, you can also put in your SMS API, so you can send mails to your users. Okay, and I can also edit members details. I can come here and I can edit all the details of this member. Okay, and that for members. So like I said, you can also add a member from the admin dashboard. So up next, we're going to go to loan. We're going to see all the loans that are currently in this particular system. You see, now all these are loans that this particular user has tried to borrow, and only 2 have been approved. So if the admin wants to approve, what the admin has to do is come to view. You can see all the details concerning the loan. You can see guarantor, collateral, repayment schedule. You can see repayments, and no repayments has been made so far. I can also edit, and then I can click to approve, or I can click to reject. Okay, perfect. So now up next, we're going to go to repayments. Now, no user has tried to make repay a loan, and we're going to do that from this. We're going to do that in this video. So okay, I'm going to show you how we can repay a loan. But before a user can repay a loan, the admin has to set up payment methods, be it manual or automatic. Okay, so that is that. Then we also have accounts. Now, what is accounts? Now, the admin needs to give each user an account, but the admin can only give a user an account if he has already set up the type of account. Okay, so now we're going to come here, we're going to set up types of account, and we're going to do this. We're going to call, let's say we call this beginners. Okay, so what currency does this account operate in? Let's say USDT. Yearly interest rate, let's say 7%. Interest period, let's say 3 months. Daily outstanding. Okay, minimum balance for interest, let's say 400. Allow withdrawal, yes. Minimum deposit amount. Okay, so he can only deposit at least 1,000 for this particular account type. Minimum account balance. Your account balance cannot be less than let's say 1.5, and maintenance fee is 600. Okay, maintenance fee will be let's say maintenance fee is going to be deducted in May, and it is active. So I can now give a user this type of account. Okay, so now when I come here and I go to all accounts and I click on add new account, I can, let's say the account number I want to give to this user is this, and which member do I want to give this account to? So let me give this member a second account, and we're going to call this account beginners, active, opening balance. Let's say this is the amount I'm putting in the accounts for the beginner to start off with. We're just going to call this fundings. Okay, perfect. Now if we go back to the user, we're going to see that this user has, we're going to see the 2 account numbers that this user has. Okay, we're going to see the 2 account number that this user has. Now if you go and check the user's account balance, you're going to see, let me show you that. Okay, so you can see this is the account, this is the new account that we just created for this user. You see the account type was beginners USD, and this is the amount that we actually gave to them. Okay, so you can see all that is right there. Okay, now also there's something I did not. Now in order to pay back a loan, I can choose to pay back the loan from my account. Okay, so I pay back the loan from my account, not through a direct deposit, but from my account, from my account balance. Okay, so now I have this due account, I have this due loan right here. Okay, so now let's pay back this due loan right here. Let's see. So my loan ID, repayment due date, has been due since on the 23rd. Late penalty is 1,000, interest was 1,000, principal amount is 1,000, total due amount is 10,000. Perfect. Now total amount that I'm going to be paying is right here. So I'm just going to put this now. Which account do I want to get this from? Let's take this from the school fees. Okay, we're going to click on make payment. Perfect, 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 perfect. Now if you see my loans, you're going to see that I have made this payment right here. Okay, I've made payment of 10,000. So you can see that this is the payment, that this is the loan I had before, and the total payment was 20,000, but I've paid 1,000 from it now, and I have 19,000 more to go. Okay, so I have 19,000 more to go. So I go back to my dashboard. We're going to see my next upcoming payment date is now on the 23rd, because I've paid the previous one. You get, I've paid the previous one. Now I can still choose to pay and continue paying. I can just decide to pay the next one. The next amount I have to pay is one. I can choose to go on and I'll pay that amount right away. Okay, I can choose to go on and I pay the amount right away instead of waiting for the due date. So if we come back here, we're going to see that how much have I paid now. I've paid 2,000, remaining 18,000, and I need to go on and continue paying, and so on and so forth until I'm done paying the fees. Okay, so now let's go back to the admin dashboard and let's see the features of the admin dashboard. So I've showed you accounts, I've showed you how you can create an account for your users also. So now let's see deposit. Now deposit money. So deposit money, the admin can actually from his own end deposit money for a user. Okay, so now let's say you can fund a user's account. Yes, let me use that term. You can fund a user's account. So let's say this is the member and this is the account. So let's say this is how much we're saying is funded. Amount is 6,000, and let's say we're going to call this payback, and we're going to click on submit. You must deposit minimum of 100,000. Okay, for this particular amount you must deposit a minimum of 100,000. So let me go for the other account and let's click on submit. Okay, so now let's deposit for this user. Okay, let's deposit money for this user. We're going to use this particular one. We're going to say, let's say 4,000. Let's say for payback. I'm going to click on submit. Perfect. You see, it has shown successfully. Now this is the deposit we made. This is the deposit we made. Credit deposit. Now if the user goes back, now if the user goes to their dashboard, they're going to see this and this. We're going to see the deposit that has been made again. So the admin can actually fund a user's account via deposit, and it's going to show up in the user's account as the user is the one that deposited the money. Okay, so that's a way to populate a user's transaction history. Okay, so now that we have that, let's go back and let's check out more options. Let's see. So you can see transaction, you can see new transaction, transaction history, transaction categories also. Okay, so I've showed you deposits, I've showed you withdrawal also. So now we're going to go to deposit methods. Okay, I'm going to go to, okay, now like I told you, deposit methods, we have automatic gateways and we have manual gateways. Okay, now the admin can actually choose to use any one here. You see all these ones have been deactivated, and the only ones that are activated are these ones that we saw on the user's dashboard also. Now also you can actually add manual gateways also. And add the manual gateway. You can come here, put in the name. Let's say we want it to be bank transfer. Image, we just have to put in any image. Let's say this. Currency, what currency do you want it to work in? USD. Status, do you want it activated or deactivated? Then the minimum amount, let's say 500. Maximum amount is okay, let's say fixed charge for every deposit that is made. Let's say percentage, and we are good to go. Now you can put in a quick description right here. You can put in a quick description. You can put in the field name, deposit information. You can put in the field name that you want, like let's say transaction ID. What do you want it to be? So this is what is going to show up when the user uses this option. Okay, so any field name you want it to show is going to show up right there, and I can click on save. I can also add new field names also, mind you. So I can click on save. Perfect, saved successfully. Now if I go back to deposit method and I check out manual gateways, we are going to see this payment gateway. Now the user also from their end can see this payment gateway also. Okay, is right here, so they can deposit now. You see, so anything they want to post, what's the transaction ID, what's the reference number. So if it was name and phone number you wanted them to fill in, you can fill that in there instead of transaction ID and reference number like I did. Okay, so now let's go back to the admin dashboard again, and let's see. Now, withdrawal methods. What are the withdrawal methods that the user can use? Okay, so now we're going to say you can also fill in whatever details you want to fill in here. So any details we fill in here, the user can actually now from their end see that withdrawal method and use it to withdraw from their balance. Okay, so any details we fill in here is what's going to show up on the user's dashboard as a withdrawal method. Okay, so now we have transaction. I've showed you transaction. I've showed you now user management. Now user management is, this is my system, I am the admin. Okay, I am the admin, but I want to add somebody else also as a sub-admin to maybe help me carry out different tasks and different roles. But I want this person to be able to do just a few things, not everything that I can do. Okay, so this is where I add that from. Okay, so all I have to do is come here, add new. What is the name? Let's say sub-admin. What is the email? I fill in the email. What's the password? What is the user type? Is he an admin or is he a user? Or is it a specific role that you want to put in? Okay, now you also have branch. So user type is going to be admin because I'm putting in a sub admin, not a user. Now user role, I've actually not set up some roles there. So once I set up roles, I'm going to see that there's going to be a drop down menu right here for the admin to select what they want that particular user to be able to do. Okay, now what branch do you want this person to work in? Is it active or inactive? And also a profile picture. Okay, so now let me show you how you can set up different roles. Now user roles, so let's say this is name, let's say sub admin, and description is a sub admin. I'm going to click on save. Perfect. Now also access control. For this sub admin, what can they do? They can actually edit dashboard. Okay, can they edit dashboard? Can they edit withdrawal transactions and all that? From members documents, what can they do? Can they see the list of documents that the members, the KYC documents that the members listed out? Can they see the different, can they create documents? Also, can they upload documents from their end? Can they edit a user's documents? Can they destroy, can they delete a user's documents? So this is where you get to set up the different roles that you want this sub admin to have. So you can have like 10 different admin, you can have 10 different admins and give them different role sets. Okay, so you can see this is members. Should they be able to accept requests from members? Should they be able to reject? Can they accept pending requests? Can they send mail? Can they send emails? So let's say I want this one to be able to send email but not send SMS. I'll select it. Okay, so that is how you have it, and then you save permission. So that way when that particular admin, sub admin logs in, there are certain things that they can do and there are certain things that they cannot do. Okay, so now this is like a very robust, a very well detailed website. Okay, a very well detailed loan website. Now also languages. Now do I want translation? How many language translations do I want on my site? Now I can choose to, let's say put in French. Let's say I want French. Perfect. So now this is going to translate to French from the user's dashboard. Okay, it's going to translate to French from the user's dashboard. Now it's going to translate to French from the user's dashboard. Okay, so now another thing we are going to do is report. Now report is account statement. Then you also have accounts balance, you have your loan reports and all that all set up. Okay, so you have your account statements, account balance, loan reports, loan due reports, and all that. Okay, now next I'm going to be showing you your general settings. Now your general settings is where you get to set up your company name, your site title, your default branch name, your phone number, the email you want, your time zone, the language, the default language you want, your address, and all that. Okay, now you can also come down, you set your system settings. Okay, and then you have your transaction fee also. Do you want it to be in percentages or fixed? So it's all there. Email setting. Now you can decide to use SMTP or you decide to use send mail. Okay, so now like I told you, it so now you can choose to use SMTP or you can choose to use send mail. Now some hosting companies do not have SMTP send mail function, okay? But you can use Biz Engine for your hosting. They have both send mail and they have SMTP, and they are very very good to use. Okay, so now you can see you have SMTP and you have send mail. Now for your SMTP, if you're using SMTP, you put in your name, you put in the email that you have created on your cPanel. Gmail, you don't use a Yahoo mail, you use a email that you have created on your cPanel. Okay, then your SMTP host is actually your domain name, simply your domain name, nothing else. Okay, simply your domain name. Then you also have your SMTP username, that is the email that you have created. Your encryption is SSL. Your password is the password that you created, you used to create this your webmail. Okay, and then SMTP port for SSL is 465, and that's all. And you can also test the mail to see if your settings is correct. So after you have done all this, you can come down here and you put your mail to test if your setting is correct. Okay, now you also have SMS gateway. Now if you know it's SMS you want to use, you can use Twilio. All you have to do is get your account and fill in your details and all that. Okay, you have text message, you have Nextmo, you have info blip. Okay, now you also have Google recapture. Now do you want your site to have Google recapture? Now do you want your site to have Google recapture? Now you know, to do Google recapture, Google is going to require your legit informations. Okay, so that is the only way you can get Google recapture to actually work. Okay, now you also have cron jobs. Now you have to ensure you set up your cron jobs from your cPanel. Okay, I'm also going to show you how you can set up your cron jobs from your cPanel. And then you have your logo and favicon, so you can just upload your logo from here, you can upload your favicon from here also. And you see, basically that is all there is to this loan and this loan application software. Okay, now you can see how the admin gets to set up the different loan options and how the user can actually apply for any of these loan options. So up next, I'm showing you quickly how you can set up this software on your system. Okay guys, now so this is my cPanel. So you need to get your domain name and your cPanel so you can also upload the sites to your system. Okay, so now basically you can get your domain name and your hosting from a lot of companies. Okay, there are lots of hosting companies. You have foreign companies and you have Nigerian companies also. Okay, so you can actually get from Namecheap, Whois, you can get from Hostinja, you can get from Extra Host, you can get from Anita Host, you can get from Zilon King. So all these are good hosting companies. But basically Biz Engine. Okay, Biz Engine. Now Biz Engine is actually very very good. Their server is actually very nice, and they are a Nigerian company, and they rarely ever take down sites or anything like that. Okay, so their server is nice, their mail sends to inbox, and they are actually very compatible with a lot of scripts that you are going to be using. Okay, so if you're looking for a good website, a good hosting company to use, you go ahead and use Biz Engine. Okay, so now let's go back straight into our tutorial. I'm going to be going to File Manager. I'm going to go to File Manager. Now for you are going to be using your public_HTML because you are getting a domain name and hosting for the website. Okay, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to be using a sub folder. Okay, so I'm just going to be using a sub folder right here. Now let's see, I'm going to create a folder called lead loan. Okay, and I'm going to create this folder. Perfect. Now when I go to, let's say, check it /lead loan. Okay. Let's see. Perfect. So now all I have to do is upload my file into this particular folder that I just created. I'm going to click on select file. Now this file is going to be made available for you. I'm going to tell you how you can get it at the end of this tutorial, so just stay tuned. I want to show you how you can get access to this software easily. So now while this is uploading, we're going to come back to our dashboard, our cPanel dashboard, and we're going to search for DB. I'm going to click on database wizard. Now we're going to create our very own database, our password and everything, because this is what we're going to use to configure this site, the file, once it uploads. Okay, so I'm going to call this lead loan. Okay, lead loan DB. I'm going to call this lead loan user, and I'm going to generate a password right here. Okay, let's use this password. Now this password, I'm going to need it for the configuration. So what am I going to do? I'm going to open my notepad, and I'm going to use this password. I'm going to save this password right here. So I'm going to create this user. Perfect. And I'm also going to save this username, the database and the username. Okay, I'm going to save it on my notepad also. Perfect. And I'm going to click on all privileges right here. I'm going to click on make changes. Perfect. Now our database has been created. Okay, our database has been created. Now let's go back. Okay, our file is still uploading, so we're just going to wait for this file to get to 100 and show green, and then we are good to go. Okay, now this is 100%. Now I can close this. We're going to reload this. Now mind you, when you upload your file, you need to come here and you need to ensure that show hidden files is ticked. Okay, so make sure you tick this show hidden files. Okay, now we're going to come here and we're going to click on this, and we're going to extract. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to close this and then reload. Now this is the files right here. So I'm going to be moving my files out of this second folder into the main folder that I just created. Okay, so I'm going to select all and I'm going to click on move, and I'm going to move it out to the main folder I created. Now for you, you'll be moving it out straight to your public_html because you bought that particular cPanel for that website. Okay, so I don't need this zip file anymore. I'm going to delete that. Perfect. And now we have this good and ready to go. Okay, we have this good and ready to go. Now what are we going to do? We're going to configure our website. Now we're going to come to app. We're going to come to app. We're going to scroll. Now we're going to see env. Now you see this .env. We're going to edit it. Now this is where we're going to put in our database name, our database name and URL that we just created. Perfect. So this is the site that we just uploaded it right here, but the backend is not working yet because we have not uploaded it. We have not configured it, so we're going to do that. So we're going to do that right here. So we're going to change the app URL. Now be very careful with this part so you do not go and edit outside what you're not supposed to edit. Okay, edit outside of what you're supposed to edit. So make sure you are following what I do step by step. Okay, so now we're going to change this database. We're going to change database to the one we created. I'm going to pick up my database name right here, and I'm going to replace this here. And I'm going to take my username also, and I'm going to replace it right here. Perfect. And I'm going to take my my password, and I'm going to replace it right here. Perfect. Now that is all that we need to do right here. Then in your mail setup, perfect. So now we click on save changes and we are good to go. Now that we have configured our file, there's one last thing that we need to do. We need to upload our SQL file to our phpMyAdmin. Okay, so I'm going to go up one level. You see, this is the SQL folder. We're going to come here, we're going to see the SQL file, we're going to download this. Then we're going to go to our phpMyAdmin. Perfect. Now if you try to access the backend, it's going to give you a white page. It's going to give you a 500 error page. Why? Because you have not uploaded your SQL file to your admin, to your phpMyAdmin. Okay, so now this is the domain, this is the database that we just created. We're going to click on it. So we're going to click on import. Now we're going to click on browse, and voila, this is the now this is the SQL file that we just downloaded, and we're going to click on import right here. Okay, so now while this is importing, we're going to come back and we're going to check the PHP version that this particular website needs. How do we know the PHP version that this website needs? Now you're going to come to your composer.json. You're going to right click, you're going to click on edit, and you're going to look for PHP. You see, it asks for 8.1. So that's how you know in your Laravel project what database, what PHP version is needed. Now you see this says 8.1. Okay, so we're going to come here, we're going to search for multi-PHP manager. Now we're going to go to the particular subdomain that I used. We're going to click on this, and then we're going to change this to 8.1. Perfect. Apply. We're going to wait for this to work. Perfect. Now you see it has changed to 8.1. Perfect. Now you can see the importation has been successful. Okay, so now I'm going to come here and we're going to check out for users. Now you see the admin is under the users also, so you can see the very first option is the admin. Okay, the very first option is the admin, and we can easily log in and we're going to see all the details that we want to see. Now let's go back to the site and let's refresh. So now this is the admin login. So if you want to change the admin password from the SQL file, all you have to do is come to edit, put in the password, the email you want to put in, scroll down, look for password, put in the password you want, then you select encrypt. Okay, you select encrypt and you go down and you click on go, and that is all. Now you can see our site is now ready, our site is now good to go. I can log in also with an existing user details. You see, perfect, and we are good to go. So that is all you basically need to do in order to get your own loan application website up and running. Now if you're interested in getting this software used for this video tutorial, all you have to do is follow the link in my description, the description of this video, and you can get the software in no time. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've learned something.